Hey guys, and welcome back to my wedding planning series.
Here's to the vow worth taking. Nothing can break us apart. Here's to us. Here's to us. Here's to us.
In this episode, we have 3 things going on. I'm gonna interview my videographer, Jake, and you're gonna learn about him. He's gonna answer some questions that you guys asked. And also, he gets a little inspirational in it, so you need a little pick-me-up. Definitely watch that. And we did hair and makeup. Oh my gosh, so excited for that. So check it all out. Duh, you're watching the video. So buckle up, or you'll regret it. Just kidding, this isn't that crazy of an episode.
So today we're at MadBeauty with the owner, Maddie. And we are gonna be doing hair and makeup. Bree's gonna be doing makeup with us today. We're super excited about this. Maddie is an up and coming, let me just tell you. We're lucky to be here. It's gonna be awesome.
I'm really excited. I don't really say that I'm nervous. I haven't gotten my hair and makeup done that much in the last year, except for videos, since being in LA, having it done all the time. So it's been like a little bit of time, so I'm really excited to get back in the chair, and I have like an idea of what I want. We're gonna explore some more things, so let's jump into it. So I have like a lot of different visions in mind for my hair for the wedding, and I'm definitely nervous because I'm #bald. I have no hair. Not everyone knows this, but I don't have that much hair. So when you see like those thick braids, it's like, that is not my hair, but that's what I want. For hair, I want something romantic, and I wanted my hair down. I didn't really want it all the way up. It just doesn't make me feel that good. And I wanted to include some floral touch to my hair, but you'll have to wait for the big day to see what we ended up doing.
So the first question for all my brides would be is if you're gonna have your hair up or down. And you can usually tell because like as soon as like I pull your hair away from your face, like their initial reaction like will tell you like if they want their hair up or down. Yeah, I think you're down.
Maddie was so awesome. She's also really young. I really like working with young up and coming people on so many things in my life. So it was really fun to work with her. You guys can check out her Instagram. She even gave me a haircut and a deep conditioning treatment after this. So shout out to you, Maddie. Thank you. And now makeup. So I kind of wanted the traditional bride look, which is more like natural, glowing, blushing bride, basically. I wanted like a bronzy kind of look, and obviously some good blush, you know.
I'm not done, but I'm just wanting to know if you're wanting it darker or how you're feeling about the color.
I think that should be the right. That looks right to me. I don't think it should be darker. What you guys don't know is that before all this happened, she shaved my face. It wasn't like a normal shave. It was like these razors that are like this, little thing on there. And she was like, it's called dermaplaning or dermablading. I don't know if they're the same thing or different. I never figured out, but it's called derma something-ing, and she shaved my face. You just take the razor and go like this. Do not do this, by the way. I'm telling you, do not do that. I'm just telling you she did it. Do not do this. It gets all the like hair and dead skin and stuff off your face, and my face was like glowing after she did that. I was like, what? Gotta get one of those. But anyway, she shaved my face, and you did not see that. I just want the world to know that. So we're not showing you the full-on look, but we had an in-depth conversation during this whole thing about like the Enneagram, personalities, siblings, life, blah, 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 success, goals, everything you can imagine. But, you know, we're just gonna do a little montage. Watch the final wedding video to see what we chose. I tweeted and asked you guys, I wasn't like this, I was like this. I said, hey, what questions do you guys have for my wedding videographer? And you guys asked a bunch of questions, and then I, being the Oprah that I am, and the Ellen that I am, and the Kira Miller that I am, if you get that reference, I came up with many questions of my own, okay? So give me an award or something for this interview. Just kidding. Hey guys, I'm here with my wedding videographer, Jake, and we're gonna do a little get to know him. We're gonna take you guys behind the scenes a little bit of our planning process for how to get the wedding video that we really want. So let's get to know Jake. Also, saying videographer is really hard. Videographer. All right, guys. So I'm your host, Ellen DeGeneres. Just kidding. I feel like Oprah or something right now. So Jake. So we don't know anything about Jake. Well, probably most of you don't. So what can we start with? How old are you?
I am 20 years old.
I didn't know he was 20.
Yeah, I'm 20.
Oh my
How old
god.
do you think I was?
Like older than 20?
Oh, really? Yeah, no, I'm only 20. I turned 20 like 2 weeks ago.
Just tell us a little bit about you and like your life and stuff, because you know we got a blank slate. We don't know what your life is like at all.
So I am a college student out here in California, and yeah, I'm 20 years old, and I'm really into filmmaking and photography. But kind of a broader picture of me is I'm actually more interested in entrepreneurship, and photo and video is just one way that I can use as an outlet to kind of show my entrepreneurship skills and work for myself. So I love dogs.
How would I know that?
Yeah, that's pretty much me.
That's all
That's
you need
it.
to know.
That's all of it. That's all you gotta know.
Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I do. I have one brother. He is 24, and he's in the Army, actually.
So that's a tiny little family. Well, I guess it's an average family, but for me, it's a tiny little family.
Yeah.
So then, how was that being around all my sisters and I, and seeing like all that energy? What was that like for
A
you?
lot. It's a lot. It is. It's a lot. But you know, you can really tell that like you guys have a really close bond. But I can definitely say that probably growing up, your household was a lot noisier than mine. I feel like you guys are pretty much the same as you are on camera. Like because we watched a couple videos, and then when we met you guys, you know, like a couple months ago, a few weeks ago, I mean, it was literally like the same. The energy level, like everything was exactly the same. So.
We're not fake!
You're not fake. It's not fake.
So I'm really bad at pronouncing your names. I always feel so bad, so I don't really know if I should try. This is by like, oh, there's easy part. ZCast2002 on Twitter. Is Christina hard to work with at moments? Crying, laughing.
In my experience, no. It's been super relaxed and easygoing, to be honest with you. So.
What do you know?
Yeah.
This is from Bruna at Kathsims. Do you say it Kathsims or Kathsimz? None of those make sense to me. I'm sorry, no offense. Did he ever cry during a wedding?
No. No, I didn't cry. I feel like, yeah, I mean,
No.
I don't know. Yeah, no, I don't think I've cried during a
Well, you
wedding.
better cry now. Just kidding.
Yeah.
You're
It's
working.
gonna be the first one.
You don't need to cry. You're working. But what's some of your questions for me that go into how you're gonna plan, what your take on this is gonna be, and what your strategy is gonna be going in to get what I really want?
Sure. Well, I think like there's 3 main questions that I ask to kind of get just a general sense of like how people want the video to go overall. And I think the first one is just like, how do you want the style to be? Like, do you want it to be cinematic? Do you want it to be, you know, more of like breaking the fourth wall where like you talk to the camera and your sisters talk to the camera? Like, how do you want that kind of flow to go?
Yeah, and I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been watching a lot of videos, and I think I like that personal element of like us talking to the camera for part of it, but then it's like you come away for some of it and it is more like cinematic. So I think we're gonna want a mix. I don't know, guys, because we're gonna have more of a meeting about this and like really figure it out. So you'll have to see the actual video to see what actually happened. I think we're definitely gonna wanna get that affection out there and like really have like some intimate moments, because I want to be able to like watch it back and like feel it and not feel like we're too far away. So I want to get some of that like really special, I want to get the special moments.
Okay.
So I think we'll be pretty open. I know obviously Nick is a little more shy on camera.
Sure. That's usually how it goes. The groom is always like a little bit.
Yeah, he can be really shy.
Yeah.
He doesn't let me do videos with him. When I try to put on my Snapchat story, he's like,
Gotcha.
My goal that he doesn't know, is for the next like months leading up to the wedding that I like get him on like my story and stuff as much as possible so that he starts to loosen up and be okay with being in front of the camera.
He's gonna have to get used to it.
I do want it to feel kind of like vulnerable.
And then my third question would just be like, what do you want to hear? Of course, like you're gonna have music, but like as far as your voices and Nick's voices, like what do you want to hear? Like, do you want to hear toast? Do you want to hear the letters that you guys are gonna write to each other if you're gonna do that? Do you have anything in mind right now? I know you haven't heard it yet because the wedding hasn't happened, but just like a general idea.
Yeah, I think we're gonna want to hear a lot of it based on our engagement, which was like crying, which I didn't think was gonna happen because it's like we're waiting 9 or 8 years at that point for this. So like obviously I see it coming, and I even like knew the day it was gonna happen. Well, I thought it was gonna happen that day, and I was so beyond emotional and like surprised. Even though I wasn't surprised, I was so surprised. There's gonna be a lot of emotion going into people's speeches. I don't think it will be like when people are like, oh, Brittany and Matt are a great match. I'm so glad they found each other. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of emotion, so we're gonna want that.
Good.
And then I think we're gonna wanna do that whole letter thing. I've seen a lot of people do that, and I think that's really sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But I need some freaking waterproof makeup.
Yes.
I've been thinking about that. Like, I need a waterproof setting spray. Do they even have that? We want to let you into a lot of it. There isn't that much where I'm like, this is so private. I don't want people to see it.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of it I do want to share.
Yeah, and the more emotion and the more crying, honestly, like, the better. Like, it makes the video, like, it's nice.
You hear that?
It's
He's
nice.
telling us to cry.
Yeah.
Makeup!
Give me a smile.
Good? Besides all the film stuff you do, what else are you interested in?
So the main thing that I'm interested in is just like entrepreneurship. I feel like that's kind of like my whole life. I'm really into like e-commerce and in that space. But just like a broader topic is entrepreneurship and working for yourself and kind of being like a self-starter. And that's something that I'm really focused into. So.
And I know some of you guys ask me questions about that, and you're looking for like inspiration and motivation and tips on things and tutorials and all sorts of stuff like that. So we were having a conversation about how he's getting into that space. So I want him to just share a little bit. So if you're looking for that in your life and you feel like when you hear him talk about this, you're like, oh my gosh, I need to hear more from him, you will have this resource now. So tell us a little bit about what you're getting. I know it's newer, but like, what are you going to be getting into?
Yeah. So really, like, the big theme for me is just that, like, I feel like there's so much more opportunity that you don't know about. Like, if you're just going through, like, I hate to just peg it on like a traditional school system, but really just like growing up, especially in like America, there's a lot that you don't know that exists. And it's so interesting now because now more than ever, you can literally make a career or make money doing whatever it is that you want. And I think, exactly. And so I think that's like super special. And I think that's something that more people should take advantage of. And so my whole thing is I want to let people know and show people, you know, that whatever it is that they love, whatever it is that they want to do, you know, they can do that. They don't have to be like a cookie cutter, whatever, like that their parents want to be, that the school system wants to be, whatever. They can do whatever it is that they want. So
yes,
so yeah,
that's
awesome.
A lot of you guys do message me and you're like, I just saw what someone yesterday said, help, I'm 20, oh, same age. They're like, I'm 20 and I don't have my life figured out at all. I have no idea what I'm doing. Please help me find a direction. And I get those all the time. Yeah. So I feel like you will have something to say to those people because they're like, I don't know what to do. And they're thinking like traditional. And they're like, if I'm not gonna do that, there's no other route and I'm not on that path right now.
Anymore. It's just not true anymore. It's really not. And yeah, it's like, honestly, once you get a taste of seeing that like it's not true, it just starts to blossom and you'll just realize that like there is so much more than you think that there is. So.
Yes, I'm totally on the same page with that message. So I think that's really good to hear. Yeah. And there's people like him, he'll be able to give you this whole new perspective where you're lost and you're not seeing this other options out there. He can show you, oh my gosh, there's a whole other world you didn't know about. And that's sometimes why we're feeling lost, because We don't fit into the conventional box. I don't fit into it. Your career doesn't fit into it. Your lifestyle, everything you're going towards right now, that mindset's not fitting into it. So it's like, if I don't fit in here, what am I gonna do? And we can feel really lost. And like, you're scared to step outside of that.
Yeah.
So it's really good to have people with content that you can look to that help motivate you and give you that little sense of direction, that little push to go for it. Because you see like a 20-year-old, so young, a 20-year-old is going there. So it's like, I could do that too.
Yeah, and the whole game, like the whole game is right here. Like literally everything is right here. Like I promise you, like as soon as you accept the fact that like, okay, and be open to the fact that like you can do something else, like everything else will change. I promise. Like it's here. It's not like, it's not anything else around you. It's all here. So.
Amen.
Yeah.
So if everyone wants to find you, where can they find you on social media?
So YouTube is where I feel like I'm going to be talking most about like this kind of stuff. So my YouTube channel is just my name. It's Jake Newby.
We'll link that in our description, by the way. So if you can't find it for some reason, just look in our description. Yeah,
and then my Instagram is newby.jacob. So if you want to like message me, I'm more than happy to help anyone and just all that good stuff.
All right, thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and make sure you go to his socials, Instagram, YouTube, link in the description. Check out his stuff, should be awesome. And I guess you'll have to wait to see what we decided on for the actual wedding video, but it's gonna be lit. So I can't wait to share that with you guys. See you later. Okay, that was really motivational, inspirational. Honestly, didn't know he had that in him because he's just been following us around and not talking because he's doing the video. Obviously, it's not his wedding. So that was surprising. That was pleasantly surprising. If you guys want to check out any of Jake's stuff, he has Instagram and YouTube channel. Good job, Jake. Good job. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out our brand new EP of wedding songs, 3 original songs. One of them is a religious wedding song, which I could not find anywhere, so I wrote my own. And there's a bunch of amazing covers and an incredible medley on it. It's so cute. The love and the wedding vibe of this whole wedding EP is incredible. So October 22nd, it is out everywhere, Spotify, iTunes. Go check it out. I'm so excited for this project. If you want to check out Jake's stuff, his YouTube and Instagram's in the description. If you want to check out Maddie and Bree, their Instagrams are as well. Check them out, support them. Love you guys. See you later. Actually, no, you will probably see me later, but I don't know if I'll see you. But you see me later.